called reheated rice syndrome, and it's actually pretty dangerous. Let's talk about it.
It is very dangerous, and I definitely encourage you to go back and watch that video if you're unfamiliar with what they're talking about. Beyond how informational and important that video is in regards to like food safety and how to, reheat rice and things like that, there was something else about it that I really appreciated. Do you guys remember a little while ago, there was this resurgence of this story of this 20-year-old man that had left pasta out on his counter, for, multiple days, and then he ate it, and sadly, he passed away. He passed away from the same syndrome that the person in the video that I stitched is talking about. Because leaving certain foods like rice and pasta out on a counter for, even just a couple hours can breed this bacteria. And it's a bacteria called, Bacillus cereus. But the term that was adopted originally, or even still, for this syndrome is called fried rice syndrome. Even though you can get this from any number of dishes, it was associated with fried rice. And as we all know, fried rice is largely associated with, Asian food, East Asian food, Southeast Asian food, etc. And it always really bothered me that this, syndrome is associated with Asian food when you can get it from all types of food, not just Asian food. We all know Asian food has always been stigmatized as, gross and unhealthy and unclean. Now an entire syndrome that can kill people is now being associated with Asian food. When you can get it from any number of foods, foods like pasta. So the Asian food itself is not the issue. It's the handling of food that's the issue. So calling it something like fried rice syndrome only further stigmatizes Asian food, which then stigmatizes the people the food came from. So I don't know. All this to say, I really appreciate the effort, to call it something other than what it's been called, and calling it, reheated rice syndrome instead of fried rice syndrome. Because it helps to, destigmatize food that's already been, so stigmatized and vilified for so long. Because, associations matter, words matter. So it's nice to see, when people put in the effort, to undo, those kinds of things. So I just want to say that, I appreciate that.